Hello everyone, I am Ranjit J, Assistant Professor in Department of Information Science Engineering, SJB Institute of Technology. In this semester, I will be handling analog and digital electronics for you all. In this subject, we will be having totally 5 modules. Very first module, we will start with learning about JFETs, MOSFETs and operational amplifiers. Next, we will be learning about basic gates and different kind of wave shaping circuits. And next, at last, we will be learning about flip-flops in this subject. If you want to learn this analog and digital electronics, one should have a strong basics on basic electronics as well as logic gates. So here, if you want to learn this subject, you will be having a lot of advantages. In the future, if you are dreaming about to become an embedded system engineer as well as a hardware engineer, this subject really teaches a strong basics about what are the different components you will use for the construction of computers. Thank you very much.
Hello dear students, today we are doing a demonstration on again digital electronic circuits. In part B, we are taking up the 9th experiment, design and implement an asynchronous counter using decade counter IC to count up from 0 to n, where n is less than equal to 9, and demonstrate on 7 segment display using IC 7447. So this is the asynchronous counter experiment, where as we know counter experiment is it will be counting from 0 to 9 based upon the n value. So if n value is 9, it is going to count from 0 to 8. If n value is 7, it is going to count from 0 to 6 and so on. So we will see what are all the components that is required for the experiment to do practically. So the components that are required are IC 7490, which is a decade counter IC. The name itself is decade counter IC 7490, and IC 7447 is for generating the output in the form of 7 segment display, and a trainer kit and patch cards. So as you all know, asynchronous counter or asynchronous counter is a counter in which the clock signal is connected only to the first stage of the flip-flop, and remaining for the second stage, the clock input will be triggered by the output of the first stage of the flip-flop and so on. So this is how the difference in asynchronous counter. This is the principle of asynchronous counter, where only the first stage of the flip-flop gets the clock input, whereas the remaining stages of the flip-flop will be succeeded by the output of the second stage of the output. So output of the first stage of the flip-flop will be connected to the as the clock to the second stage of the flip-flop. So because of this arrangement, there is a propagation delay, and which will never simultaneously trigger the two flip-flops. So coming to the IC pin diagram, we can see the pin diagrams of 7490 and 7447, which is used for the experiment. So IC 7490 is a 14 pin and IC 7447 is a 16 pin. So we are using both of them. So especially in a decade counter IC, mainly we have to remember this pin number 2 and pin number 3 connections, which is master reset and master reset 2, and we need the outputs that has QA, QB, QC and QD, and plus VCC and ground. So these are the main pin connections that we have to remember. So today let us take an example of mod 6 counter, asynchronous counter. So this is the circuit diagram. So this is the circuit diagram for mod 6. So here we have 7490, 7447 and 7 segment display, where the output we are going to finally observe according to the counter n. So here we can see the connection is given from 1 to 12. So this connection from the same IC 7490, pin number 1 is given to 12 in order to repeat the counter after successive iterations, and we need to see the plus VCC ground connection that is being made, and clock is given only from the pin number 14. The clock input must be given only to the pin number 14, and the respective outputs from 7490 must be given to 7447, and from 7447 it is going to decode and project it as a 7-segment display based upon the counter if n is equal to 6. So since it is mod 6 experiment that we are discussing, n value is 6, so it is going to count from 0 to 5 only. Okay, let us see the trainer kit where the connection has been made. So this is the connection that we have made for mod 6 asynchronous counter. So here we can see the trainer kit which is connected with 2 ICs, and since this trainer kit is a built-in 7-segment display, it is going to show the output in this 7-segment display. So here we have the output lines that are connected, QD, QC, QB and QA. So synchronize simultaneously, it is also going to show what is the binary output that we are getting in LED also, and we are going to cross check in the 7-segment display also. So these are the connections that has to be made as we discussed in the experiment. So now let us give the clock input. So this is the TTL clock which is given. So TTL clock, the clock input is given from this component 1 Hertz. So 1 Hertz is a suitable appropriate clock input, and the output will be shown now. So since we have given the output from mod 6, it will be running from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So since 1 and 12 is given, so automatically because of the clock input that we are given, it is going to be showing until you turn off. Okay, this is the experiment for asynchronous counter. Thank you.